Now, who would you say, tell me briefly, who would you say is your all-time favorite past Survivor player, and what did you love about their game so much?
You know, my answer has definitely changed a lot from this question, but I would have to say my favorite Survivor player of all time. I mean, it's cut between two people. I would have to say Natalie Anderson and Sarah Lacina, because of just how much of their literally the type of athlete and competitive person they are. That's who I strive to be. You know, growing up and watching them in their seasons, and, you know, I had to watch over all the seasons when I found out that I was going on the show just to kind of study. And I just loved the game that, you know, Sarah played in Game Changers. And then I loved how Natalie played in Winners at War, how she was on Exile, how she was the first one on Exile, and then she was able to overcome and come back and still beast mode it through. So just the type of competitors, that's really who that motivated me. And that was kind of the type of game that I wanted to play. But it's definitely a tie between them two. And I mean, watching Sarah win on the challenge last week, that was amazing. That just lit a fire under my butt even more. I mean, I love this girl.
Yeah, two powerhouse females in the game of Survivor who are, you know, legends as well. So what kind of strategy would you say that you had going into the game?
I think the biggest strategy that I had going into the game was I knew I needed to have a really great social game because of the fact if I couldn't perform in challenges for some reason, I wanted to be likable. I wanted people to keep me around, but I was worried about challenges just because, you know, you watch them on TV and they look hard, and I'm sitting here and I have a prosthetic leg, but that just made me think, why can't I do this? So the biggest thing I told myself is, you want people to like you. You want to relate to people. And, you know, you do want to pull your own weight. You want to contribute in challenges. Just, you know what, in the beginning, do whatever you have to do to kind of get through and get to the merge and just be likable. And that was like my biggest strategy going into it. But the type of game that I wanted to play, I really wanted to surround myself, you know, with going into it. I wanted to surround myself with the big players, and I kind of wanted to hide behind them a little bit because I didn't want people looking at me like I was a big strategic or social or even physical threat. So I was trying to play that game in that way.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you had a pretty good idea of what you were doing going in. Now,